Hello, we are Geeks Assembled, and I'm joined as usual by Susan over there in over the pond. Um, Today we are discussing the third and final, allegedly 60th anniversary episodes of Doctor Who. Because I still don't think it's a 60th anniversary special, but there we go. That's just my little niggle. We are talking the Giggle, which aired yesterday, and sees the return of a classic Doctor Who villain, the Toymaker, this time played by Neil Patrick Harris, as you know, originally played by Michael Gough in the 60s. And he's out for revenge on the Doctor. And he has broken through to this reality. He's not in the Toymaker's realm. It's this reality, and the Doctor has to stop him. Everybody in the world is correct, and is going mad because of the Giggle.
Oh my God!
So we're going to go
Creepy
over to Susan.
fucking Giggle.
I think she liked this one. Let's go over to Susan. What do you think of the Giggle?
Okay, that doll, ooh, and like that Giggle. Come on, it was totally like horror movie stuff. It was great. It was like, yeah, it was. Neil Patrick Harris. He's amazing. He really is. Doctor Horrible sing along was so fun. I mean, the stuff that he's done, he's just like, he's just as weird as you ever thought he would be, and to have him, come in and play someone who is on all of these different levels. I mean, he's got a good British and somewhat cheesy German or Swiss. Apparently, we were just listening to an audio drama this weekend, also called "The Magic Mouse Trap," and the Seventh Doctor does sort of, has a lot of interaction with a lot of different little parts of the Toymaker. And in this one, we also see the Toymaker offered a chance to become Celestial. So I guess that he's really pissed off that he lost that game to the first Doctor, and he's just pissed off all this time, and he's been trying to do revenge. Tried it in the audio adventure that we just listened to. I'm not sure if he does it in the Companion Chronicle or the other one that is what was the other one? The other one is the Sixth Doctor, the Nightmare Fair.
Yeah.
So yeah. So maybe he's still, maybe this is a 4 story long revenge arc. But I mean, like that's very sort of Victorian, or even what's it called? Jacobean? No.
Draconian?
No, what's the British part that was that the way that the language was in anyway.
I don't know. I don't know.
King James, it was Jacobean, right?
Mm-hmm.
King James was called Jacobean.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so far out, and it was cool to see the new Doctor, Kudi Gadwa. He was great, and Donna was kind of upstaged by Mel Bush.
Yeah.
And also by let me see, what's her name? Her name is um Shirley Bingham. It just was bound to happen. And Shirley actually is has to play sort of a foil to Kate, because Kate goes kind of crazy when they switch off her little electric brain holder in her. She goes bonkers. And that's what everybody's doing. Everybody has to be right all the time. And I mean, it was pretty timely because everybody has to be right all the time, right? In this world right now.
Everybody's right.
It's a propositional dialectic that none of us can win. And that's what the game was, the propositional dialectic, that this does not form a synthesis. It forms a combat. I mean, it's not synthesis. It's not dialectical. It's combative. Anyway, just that's the philosophical side of it. And it was good. It was good that he was able to do that. And the puppets, that was awesome. And I loved the thing that was awesome about like the puppets was that you got to see everybody's sort of little story in there. And I kind of wish that they would have put their faces on them, because then they would have had like one little shot in the 60th. But maybe Kaza Karen Gillan is way too expensive these days due to her involvement with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's hard when you made 7 blockbuster movies to kind of go, oh, okay, I'll go back to Doctor Who, and you can pay me 100,000 pounds. I don't know. Maybe it's something that you can't do. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, it was really good. It was really, I can't wait to hear what Lee says about why he thinks it's not a 50th. I mean, I recognize why he said that about the first two. Like the first one he thought was going to maybe be there, but then the second one was just like, he said it was a standalone. But this one, what is he going to say? What is he going to say about this? I should just shut up and let him talk. But yeah. All right, I'll shut up and let him talk. What's your beef?
It's out of the 3 episodes what we've had for this allegedly 60th celebration.
Here we
go. This is the best episode out of the 3.
But what? You look like you're about to say but.
But as I keep saying, none of these episodes to me say 60th anniversary specials. They're just Tennant and Tate are back specials. Which quite a few of the fans are saying that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I've enjoyed watching them. Out of the 3, I've enjoyed this one the most. I've still got a few niggles here in this one.
Of course.
Well, you got to, haven't you? I mean, let's have a look. They've completely didn't mention the Toymaker's encounters with the other doctors, just the first Doctor, and he made out that he'd only met him that time. He said he had played the first game with that Doctor. I'm playing the second game with this Doctor. I'm going to play the final game with the next Doctor. So they've completely just pushed the other audio adventures under the table, under the carpet. So I don't know why they did that.
I think that was a response to Chibnall trying to canonize all the audio.
And then with Mel as well. They've swept all her audio away because apparently she travelled with Sablon Glips until he died at 101, and then she got a lift back to Earth. In the audios, she went back to the Seventh Doctor and Ace, and still travelling with them.
Yep.
So they've totally pushed that aside. Apart from those little niggles there.
No, Lee, let me chime in here because you're right. You're right about this.
Yeah.
Doctor Who is a project, and it is something that until this last couple episodes, it had used it had drawn from all of the extended universe stuff, all the Virgin New Adventures, in the human whatever, and the Stones of Blood or whatever. No, yeah. Anyway, that Seventh Doctor Virgin Adventure that turned into anyway. They have acknowledged it all along, all the way through RTD's first series, and all the way through Moffat's stuff. I mean, sparingly, I have to say sparingly, but Chibnall was all like canonizing, like bringing up all of the stuff all the time with Jodie, and the trouble is that this goes back to the point where it's like this is like the sequel trilogy of Star Wars not acknowledging the extended universe and turning it into a Legends theory or Legends storytelling. And that, I mean, in some ways, you're going to have to get a Filoni in there to fix it again.
Well, I mean, it's all. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the episode.
No, of course you did.
It was just that when you sat there and you've listened to all these things or read these things, you think, well, you think they would acknowledge that or acknowledge this.
Yeah.
And you think, okay, but I'll carry on watching it anyway. It was just a little niggle at the back of my mind when I was watching it. But for me, this episode was all Neil Patrick Harris's. He grabbed that character and he made it his own. I mean, okay, we had Michael Gough in the 1960s, as the original, but this was a more livelier version, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
I loved it. I loved the character bringing it back. It was a great idea to bring the Toymaker back.
Uh-huh.
Did you know? Did you notice? He had his shop in Soho in 1925.
Uh-huh.
Did you notice the name of the shop next door?
What was it?
Well, you had one of the Doctor's villains there with the toy shop, the Toymaker.
Uh-huh.
But then next door the shop, you had one of the Doctor's most evil villains ever. The shop was called Grade.
Oh, no shit. You're talking about Michael Grade, aren't you? Oh,
You're telling me that that is not coincidence.
that can't be. Oh my god, that's so cool. That's like Magpie Electronics, like the 12th Doctor plugs in his amp with his Fender Strat, and it's a Magpie amplifier. Like that goes all the way back, and then it's just so cool.
Yeah, it was a fun.
Episode. Like what was the in that human nature, that human nature story. What was that lady's grandparents' name? Sydney and
Verity.
Verity, Sydney and Verity. So,
Yeah, for me, he got that. This one was you got from very atmospheric in the world of the Toymaker in his shop with the never-ending corridors, the story about the companions. You see, until they mentioned that, it never struck me that Amy Pond died, Clara died, Bill died. I think, oh yeah. But then, when the doctor said, yeah, but conscious lived on. She died of old age. But, and the Toymaker just kept saying, well, that's all right then. Well, and yeah, until he pointed it out, you think, oh yeah, they all died at some point. But you're thinking, whoa, they've had a run of those companions, haven't we?
but then he mentioned Adric.
Oh yeah, later on, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it wasn't like the first time that's happened either.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna go get to the point. One of the things I wasn't keen on. Guess what it is?
By generation.
Yes. I'm sorry, but no. That when the Doctor dies, he regenerates. He doesn't split in two, so he can live on.
Yes. I guess he
Because
does.
the question is, the 14th Doctor, Tennant, has now sort of moved in with the nobles. He'll outlive them all.
It's he's turned into the lodger. He's turned into the house guest that won't leave.
Yeah, I mean, he'll outlive them all. So, but when he does either get injured or die of old age, does he regenerate?
Maybe.
Does he bi-generate again and become somebody else?
It may be.
But in that case, it's never ending. It's just, and I don't like that idea.
Oh.
You should just keep it simple. Regenerate. Just fall down and change your face. That's the way it should not split in two because it's like Russian dolls.
It is.
And I just because I heard this rumor about the bi-generate about a month ago. And I thought, nah. And then I heard more rumors about it. I thought, well, it's coming from somewhere. I just don't like the idea because having them all coexisting at the same time. Is this RTD and Disney's idea of more and more spin-offs?
I don't know.
So you'll be having a 14th Doctor series.
I don't know.
No.
Well, I mean, they have Disney XD is the place where you were used to be able to watch all of David Tennant's episodes, and he was the only one they had on Disney XD. They didn't have Chris Eccleston. They didn't have Matt Smith. They didn't have Peter Capaldi. They only had David Tennant. So I think that somebody in the Disney offices is only fond of David Tennant.
Well, RTD is.
So yeah, but I mean, like somebody at Disney is that because he was the only one that they had on Disney XD, and that's really strange because there are those of us who watch it long term. It's just bizarre that for a while there was like a separate viewing platform for only David Tennant stuff on Disney.
Well, I've read an interview with RTD about this generating thing, and he puts it into words that this has a knock-on effect for the past Doctors' lives. He says the sixth Doctor gets up and sorts the Rani out. He says the third Doctor wakes up on the floor and carries on with Unit. You know, none of them regenerate. And I'm thinking, what? I mean, no, you can't. You can't do that. You can't change all the past history.
So that, but you know, if he's not including the audios, then it's still fucked up for Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy, right?
Well, no, because he said in the interview the sixth Doctor gets up off the TARDIS floor and goes and sorts the Rani out.
I understand, but then that
The seventh Doctor.
He's
the seventh
on all of the extended universe then.
Yeah. He said the seventh Doctor wakes up in the morgue, in the cupboard, in the, what do you call it?
In the cupboard, in the morgue.
You know, in the slidey thing where they put the bodies.
Yeah, in the slidey thing where they put the bodies. I don't know what that is. I don't work what I want.
He said the seventh Doctor wakes up in there. So
but the eighth Doctor broke it. The eighth Doctor broke it. I mean, it had that whole folded metal thing. It wouldn't. No.
I know this is what I'm reading this interview and I'm thinking.
And then Christopher Eccleston is still in that TARDIS with Rose. What?
So according to him, he's retconned the whole 60-year history, and all the Doctors are now coexisting. Why things get confusing with this.
I don't understand.
I don't know, but anyways, back to the episode.
Really, he said that it goes all the way back to. So then the first Doctor is still sort of stuck in the Wotan or in the War Games. Just now I've lost the ability to can. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job, RTD.
Yeah. I thought, what?
Just can. Okay, so where did you read that? Where did you read that?
I was reading. I was just flicking through on Facebook, and there was a RTD interview about the Bar Generation thing. So I just read it, and I thought, what?
Huh.
But say that
doesn't even you know, I mean, it doesn't even make parallel. It's not parallel universes. It's not the multiverse.
Yeah.
It's not the fun multiverse thing that we get in all these other functions.
It's the Hooniverse.
It's just one universe.
Mm.
It's just one.
And they're all coexistent now, apparently.
So which Brigadier? I mean, which Doctor was hanging out with the Brigadier all this time?
Well, they all have been. It's confusing, isn't it?
Yeah, and then you know, I mean, yeah, it's confusing. There are too many issues with this that I see, but I'm just like, but you know, what?
if I'll try and find that interview, and
Yeah,
I'll.
please do. Let's talk about that off the podcast, because it has dragged our energy level down, because I just don't get it.
I'll
Way
send
to drive us into the dirt, Lee. Come on, man.
I'll send you the when I find it again. I'll send you the link and you can read it.
Well, that's all right then. Jesus,
But
right.
apart from that, I didn't like the split thing. But I do like the new Doctor,
Me too.
even in his underpants. I didn't get them. But yeah, he seemed to click straight away as the Doctor. Some actors don't. They usually take about 2 episodes or 3 before you think, yes, he's the Doctor. But he had all the doctorish things about him.
Magic. Yeah.
Yeah, and be interested to see what a jukebox is doing in the TARDIS. But the episode last week was called what? Wild Blue Yonder.
Wild Blue Yonder?
Where the music was blasting out of the TARDIS.
Yeah.
Now he's got a jukebox in there. Is there a connection?
I don't know. That's a good question.
My head hurts. But more questions.
God, I know what you mean. Oh my God.
But for me, you must agree as well. The best. There was 2 great scenes in this. There was the dolls attacking Donna. That was fucking creepy.
And she throwing them around was really sort of geez,
yeah.
What's up with?
And the guy with the human head but the puppet body was creepy as hell.
Yeah, the puppets were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next best thing about this was the dance routine to the Spice Girls.
No.
Neil Patrick Harris seemed to enjoy that.
Yeah, the Spice Girls was a great attitude to this, and then the other, and then when he's they're using that gun and it's shooting, and all the guns are shooting rose petals.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
That was a great scene.
That's what I wish all guns would shoot now. I'm just tired of all these wars and stuff.
Yeah,
I think it would be really cool if Putin's military would turn into rose shooters.
We can wish, but what war is never ending because somewhere in the world there's always a war. What else was I going to say?
And Kate and what's her name again? I think not
the one, what the
scientific Bingham.
Yeah, well,
Kate and Shirley are good.
The actress there plays Hebe in the audios. She's traveling with the 6th Doctor and Mel in the audios.
Okay, that's fantastic. That's really great.
Not playing the same character, but she's.
And then the fact that the TARDIS now has a little up ramp. That's fab. That's fab.
Yep.
And
that'd have been okay for Kanan.
Yeah, and for Shirley. And then the other thing was the length. I liked that creature too. There's some great stuff. And they brought back the news reporter. You know, RTD's news reporter.
Yeah.
They brought her back. They always bring her back. She's great.
And since when did Unit acquire the Avengers head tower?
I know. That was so fun. I was like, yeah, that's the Avengers Tower. That's supposed to be in New York, but no, it's in London. So of course,
it was exactly the same.
Yeah, and with the gun that rises up and shoots into the space, that's pretty fab. Fab. Yeah. And let's see. Anything else? The family dinner at the end. So inviting and stuff. And seeing Donna with her whole head again, it doesn't make me want to cry anymore.
Yeah, it's that scene where they were sitting down to dinner and all that, being a happy family on, the Doctor staying on Earth. That to me has been done in the audio, the Stranded audio with the Eighth Doctor, where he's having to stay on Earth because the TARDIS is kaput.
Yeah.
But, so you got that feel, that vibe there.
Third Doctor, yeah, but the Seventh Doctor also with the four, the four ladies taking off and going to dinner, and then all the boys having to share responsibility for the mowing the yard and cooking dinner, and
Yeah, I couldn't understand the Doctor say, about him saying, no, you need to slow down and stay put for a while, and he was saying, I can't do that, it'd kill me. The Third Doctor was exiled on Earth for how many years?
I know, right?
You didn't hear him complaining. Well, you did, but
not much. Not like that.
Yeah.
Not thinking, like, this is killing me.
Yeah, I thought, get a grip, man. He's got a TARDIS what works. He can go anywhere in time and space.
Yeah, there were, and so Joe. I don't know what does all of this mean. What does all of this mean? I just need to know.
It's possibly somewhere written in a Disney contract that RTD has to have about 6 spin-off TV series per year.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
My wallet will not keep up. So, anything else you'd like to say about the Giggle?
I'm really glad it brought a giggle to us, and it was really enjoyable. That's the weird laugh there, right there. I meant like a real laughter. Oh my God, Lee, that's freaky shit.
Oh yeah. So, what would you give this episode then, out of 10?
I'd give this. I would give this 9.5 magic hammers out of 10.
Cool. I think I'm gonna go 9.5 as well. This is just those little niggles what happened when I was watching it. I thought that's gonna drag my point down a bit. But yeah, 9.5.
Yep.
Rose petals out of 10. So yeah, that's our review of Doctor Who: The Giggle, the last of the alleged 60th anniversary specials. Then we move on now for the future of the. Aren't you supposed to do that at the beginning of when we do these?
No. You can do it. I'm supposed to do it upside down if it's the end slate.
yeah, so that's our review of that. You guys out there, if you've seen the episode, leave a comment below. Let us know what you thought of it. Have we got some arguments in this cast what you agree with or disagree with? Let us know. You'll find us.
Explain to us how this whole thing is supposed to work now.
Please.
I don't want. I just don't understand.
So yeah, please leave a message on the video wherever you see us. We're on all the social media platforms. If you do subscribe to our YouTube channel, please remember to press the bell notification button, and you'll get notified every time we put a video. And if you would like to join us on these little shindigs we do, all we ask of you is being 18 plus. Have a working camera and microphone on the apparatus that you own, and message us and let us know if you want to join, and we'll try and get you on for maybe in the new year.
Yep.
We're running out of time for 2023. So that's our little cast done for today.
Yeah, we'll do another podcast like after the Christmas episode, but that's in a couple weeks, and
possibly New Year's Eve.
Yeah, somewhere in there. We'll do.
Yeah. So yeah, okay then. So until next time, keep smiling, keep laughing, keep giggling, keep playing games.
Yeah.